Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Nick. This is my mom, Jen.
Hi guys.
We're back with Breaking Bad Season 4, Episode 8.
How many episodes in this season?
I believe there's 13.
Oh, okay.
Just like most of the season. Season 5 has like closer to 20, I think.
Oh, wow.
Because it's a bit longer.
Oh, right, because you said it was
cut in half, yeah.
Was that a writer's strike thing? Like some of those other shows we've had where they had two parts because there was...
Well, that was why Season 1 only has 7 episodes. Because that was the first writer's strike that affected that.
Right.
But yeah, so Hank is now kind of firmly more on the trail. He went to Pollos Hermanos with Junior to get Gus's fingerprints.
Yes, and good for him. He's a good detective.
He really is. Yeah. I mean, for how much of a cowboy sort of, alpha male shtick.
Yeah, well, he's very immature, that kind of stuff.
But when he gets a chance to show like his smarts, he's really good at his job. So he's
sure brought him out of his funk too, eh? To have a case to solve.
Yeah. Well, he's out of the house, walking with a cane, and
he's not being horrible to his wife anymore.
I know, it's so lovely to see after all the shit Marie had to put up with.
Yes, that's right.
Yep. So we had that, and then Walt and Jesse, their relationship is still kind of frail because Walt keeps saying you need to kill Gus, and he's got the rice and cigarette and everything, but Jesse is holding off on that.
Understandably hesitant on things and finding out from Mike.
Yeah.
Right. He's kind of finding out he's being brought into that family a bit more. And like you said, Walt is at him all the time.
He's always, It's anytime they talk, it's always like what Walt needs from Jesse. It's never like what they can do together. Yeah. So we'll kind of see where that goes. And then from like the meta grand perspective, the cartel is very, demanding things from Gus.
Well, what was the yes or no? What was the question?
Well, he didn't spell it out because Gus said, I will, give this payment and we'll cease contact. But then I think that's just unacceptable from the cartel because they need him or they
he said the only question is yes or no.
Yeah. It's like, will you work with us?
Working with them again.
Or will we put someone in your place to work for more friendly face?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, let's check it out.
Are we done? No, listen, this attack on my brother-in-law, I don't know what it means.
Oh, after Hank.
Oh, yes.
Thank you. Thank you again.
You're quite welcome, Mr. White.
Bought them all food and distracted them.
There's Mike.
The suspected gunman died at the scene. The second succumbed to his...
Is he still around? Damn it. Oh, this is all, yeah.
That was right after it happened.
Oh.
Your nephews grew impatient. They continued to press me for my permission to kill Walter White. Juan Bolsa may have some insight, and in the confusion, Juan was shot dead.
Oh, in the confusion. Have a nice day.
This is what comes of blood for blood, Hector.
Ooh. But he's still well regarded, right? Hector.
And the cartel.
Yeah. Blood in the water. Uh-oh.
Melissa, they get a history,
Yeah.
That was like real hatred in Hector's eyes.
Oh, yeah. He must be so frustrated in that body. He would be.
Yeah.
You've had a stroke and you can't speak. And it's like elevator music. Oh, is it checkup time for his lung thing?
I'm still pretty new at this. I mean, one minute I'm starting a new business. I mean, life as I know it will never...
Excuse me.
Mm.
I'm waiting to hear a progress report on that thing we discussed. So call me.
Walt is very self-involved now, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Such bullshit.
Excuse me?
Never give up control. Live life on your own terms. That's how I live my life.
He didn't get the most compassionate person to sit in there with him, that guy.
Yeah.
Pollos Hermanos, or something delicious is always cooking.
Oh, Victor.
Well, they'll never find him.
No. Oh, no. After he greeted them the other day.
Yeah.
That's why he was there.
Well, should we get started?
Yeah.
He doesn't even know what they want to ask him.
Yeah.
Sir, your fingerprints were found at a crime scene.
Gail Bedeker's apartment.
Oh, he's getting right in front of it.
15 years ago, I established a chemistry scholarship at UNM. I named it after Maximino Arciniega, a dear friend of mine who died too young. Gail was a recipient of this scholarship.
Gail Bedeker asked you for money?
Well, he didn't come right out and say that. It was my suspicion, yes, as to why he invited me into his home.
Can you tell us where you were on the night of Wednesday the 23rd?
I was at a fundraiser at Presbyterian Hospital. I was there from 7 to about 10.
It doesn't answer the question, though, about the air filter bot.
I know you're a Chilean national, but there are no records of you.
Uh-oh.
But there's no record of Gustavo Fring ever having existed in Chile.
Oh.
General Pinochet's government was guilty of a great many sins. First and foremost were its human rights abuses. But it was also notoriously unreliable at keeping records.
Okay, I think that's it, Gus. Thank you.
Boy, he was able to keep cool and have a good answer for everything, right?
Well, I'll admit to a certain degree of bias. This man has been a long-time friend of DEA.
Yeah. But it's also keep your enemies closer kind of thing, right?
Yep.
I want to follow up on the scholarship, the alibi, but my overall impression, I believed him.
You're on your own again, Hank.
Yep.
Hey, Tiger, how's it hanging?
Good.
Ooh,
That's nice.
new place. All that money that
What's with
Jesse.
those stairs, though, that don't have railings.
How's the new school?
Good.
I loved school when I was your age. Seesaws, story time, chasing girls with sticks.
Jeez.
It wasn't until the 5th grade that I found out she liked me. Carpe diem, okay?
Okay.
Aw, little sweetheart.
Yeah.
So how's he doing?
Jesse? He's good. He's busy. Hey, look, I don't mind dropping checks off every week like Ed McMahon, but if you really want to know how they're doing, why don't you go see for yourself?
Yeah, don't get her attached to you again with what's going on their side.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
I think about this every time we have to use one of those for pillows. Every time.
Except when you find out, like we do, a few days later, that the air, yeah. Oh my God. It's too heavy with all that money.
Yeah, the money weighs a lot.
Oh no. Going under the house now. Looks like body bags though, hey?
And I'm still in remission. So, you're all gonna have to be stuck with me for a while longer.
Ree's working tomorrow, and there's this gem and mineral show that's opening at the fairgrounds. Wondering if turn right here.
Okay, but I did.
Oh no, he's gonna have him taking him somewhere else to investigate something. Oh God.
There's no rock show, okay? I just said that so Marie wouldn't freak.
He said rock.
Oh my God.
You hungry?
Oh no. Is he back at? Oh shit.
You ready for your mind to be blown? Gustavo Fring. Remember him?
He's gonna say he's Heisenberg or something.
The man's a drug dealer.
No.
I mean, honest to God, I really believe.
I'd be like, he could probably hear my heart. Running out of my chest.
And you said that he didn't strike you as being the boss man type that probably...
Look what you did.
Yep. You reap
That was
what you
drunk
sow.
me. That was drunk me talking.
The problem is that he...
What did you ask him? What did he say?
Walt, will you let me finish my story here?
Yeah, she's trying to tell you.
Something deep down says he's my guy.
Because nobody else will listen to
I
me.
need a favor.
Oh boy. I want you to go in as a customer. Oh no.
What I need for you to do
A tracker.
is stick this on it.
Oh my god. This is just crazy.
Stick this on the car. This part right here. It's a magnet.
I mean, if Gus sees Walt doing that.
Trust me, it's our little secret. Look, it's easy. Okay?
It's Mike.
Here's what you do.
Oh god. It's good. Oh my god. Oh god. Wait, how is he going to explain any of this?
When you bend down to tie your shoe.
He's trying to hide from Mike. Is Jesse there?
I don't.
God.
I don't feel.
Look, Walt, I know that this kind of thing is outside your comfort zone.
No, I mean.
Just act normal.
Oh my god. And Hank doesn't know who he is, right?
No, he's never seen Mike.
No. Oh no. You're going inside?
May I help you?
Tell him.
I didn't do it. Do it. Do it. May I help you with your order?
Better get some chicken to go here. Hank's going to be suspicious. A drink. I mean, he did make it look sort of seamless that way, walking to the...
Yeah.
What the hell is...
Oh, that's when he was coming from behind. Jesus.
Just made sure it was secure.
God, I love that so much. Mike just slowly pulling into the background.
Oh my god.
You and I, we've had our differences, but I would never. So we have a mutual interest in resolving this without violence.
Oh no.
Jesse!
Oh god.
Oh, hey.
Wow, there's a shirt?
That's shiny.
My brother-in-law is on to Gus.
Yeah, I got it. Your brother-in-law. Okay, I'm thinking a plus douchebag to a minus douchebag, and you get like 0 douchebags. Think a dude like Gus would let your boy anywhere near him?
So you haven't even seen him since that time at the diner?
Oh, now he's lying to me.
Okay. Hank already knows who you are, by the way. And besides, you actually did kill Gail, so...
Whatever, man. I'm gonna take a piss.
Well, at least he fixed the place up, hey?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Is that Mike?
I think you got a phone call.
See what he says about it.
Yeah.
Anything important? But dealing with both Schrader and the Mexicans at the same time, if he happens to be watching when they make a move.
Yep.
That's a made-up place, right?
Yeah.
People, in these shows, people go looking for the place they saw on the show.
Is there a couple of them out there in viewing?
DEA agent Schrader. He's a concern. He's looking into my past.
Is he just using him as a sounding board now?
Well.
Is today the day, Hector?
What day? Who else did Hector kill or something? Oh, okay. Oh, look at him.
Yep.
Oh! Wow.
When he was mobile.
Yeah, right. Oh, God. He's just disgusting all the way around.
Yep.
And I only knew him from in a wheelchair on.
Los huevos.
Les gusta lo que ven.
And see where Tuco and the others got it from, you know?
Yeah, he's a real prize.
Por fin!
fin! Los grandes chef.
There he
Es
is.
el más
There he is.
sabroso en todo México.
Gracias, Don Eladio. Es un gran honor.
Stephen Bauer. Recognize him?
Yeah, from where though?
He was Manny in Scarface.
Wow.
His friend
Oh,
that
right.
loved his sister.
Yeah, right.
Which was a real shock for me when I saw Scarface.
Yeah.
'Cause
Siéntense, por favor.
Gracias.
Entonces,
he's got a nice crib.
Yeah.
¿no hay nada más que ofrecen? Porque cuando yo mando a mis hombres a su restaurante, ellos regresan no solamente con el pollo.
Oh.
Yo no sorprendí. Les di muestras.
De negocio.
Les di las muestras.
He's just so distasteful.
Mm-hmm.
Ya sé todo lo de la metanfetamina, la cocaína para los pobres. Más bien los bikers y los hillbillies con eso. Y ahí no hay plan.
Oh, really? Wow.
Usted no es más que un intermediario por los colombianos.
Which, remember, that was the thing in Scarface. They were like killing it in the States. and-
Yeah.
Eso de la química.
Oh, yo estudié en la Universidad de Santiago de Chile, don Eladio. Sí, y Gustavo, él pagó por mi educación. Tengo 2 licenciaturas, una de bioquímica y otra.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Si tú eres el cocinero, ¿para qué lo necesito a él? ¿Por qué tengo que hacer negocio con un hombre
Uh-oh.
tratando de negocios bajo mis narices?
Uh-oh.
Danger.
Yeah.
Don Eladio, Gustavo no lo quiso ofender. Yo conozco a Gustavo como si fuera un hermano. Compañero, sí. Yo lo necesito. Él es mi compañero. Por favor, se lo juro.
Oh my God. I knew he was going to do something with him. Damn it. Oh,
Remember he mentioned his friend Max, who died too young?
yes.
Oh.
Okay, so we're gonna.
Míralo. Tú le hiciste. Míralo.
This is how these people operate.
Yeah. Why did they let him go, though, I wonder?
La única razón por la cual es porque yo sé quién eres tú. No estás en Chile.
Every monster has their beginning.
Yeah.
That's why he peed in the pool, because he knew that it was going to be ruined.
Yeah. That's where the blood was we saw at the beginning, eh? Jesus Christ.
Oh, just leaking out of his head. There's their history.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Figure out how to make him suffer some more, hey?
Oh, yeah. Well, he's arranged for the death of 2 of his nephews and,
Yeah.
and had his old friend Bulsa killed.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, Gus has got beef with the cartel, not
Yeah. Yeah.
just with Hector in particular.
So I wonder how he went from that to, I mean, obviously just to somehow get them,
Mm-hmm.
but to stay, like to get into business with them and all that, right?
Well, I guess, like you said, just, the winds shifted and meth became more profitable,
Yeah. He just had to find another chemist, which...
Yeah. And a little bit of trivia. So he said that the scholarship, which he put in in honor of Max, so his name, Maximino Arciniega, that was the name of the actor who played Crazy 8.
Oh, really?
The one that Walt had chained up in the basement and he killed with the...
Wonder why they did that.
Yeah. But yeah, that was they were the Chicken Brothers, they started everything and, they were partners and...
Yeah. Oh, boy.
And this is so interesting how they said, you're not, the only reason you're not dead is because I know who you are. And then, like Hank said, there's no record of him in Chile at all.
Yeah.
Because the most popular fan theory for Gus's history is that, because he mentioned General Pinochet, and he was like the dictator of Chile for a number of years. And, your bog standard, human rights abuses and, thug tactics and everything. But the most popular fan theory is that Gus was some sort of like a government official or some sort of like a intelligence agent, because it was enough for like Don Eladio to spare his life, so he was someone of importance.
That's what I wondered about. Yeah, why wouldn't you just kill him too? And as they would with any competition, they just push them out of the way, right?
Yeah, but yeah, we got introduced to Don Eladio, so he's the head of the cartel, and
but interestingly enough, they brought him this actual business plan, and they chose not to go with it.
Yes,
and then Gus is doing it on this side, right? Walter, that's.
Well, and I guess eventually he was able to kind of persuade them to like work with him because he's on this side of the border.
True,
and, they're selling meth now. But
true.
It was kind of interesting. But yeah, Don Eladio, so he's the one that Bolsa and Hector report to, and the sort of head honcho, and just as ruthless as you would expect any drug lord to be.
So he's the boss of the guy that came to meet with him. Yeah.
He's the Don, so all the orders come through him. But it's just so funny, like it's Manny from Scarface. Because then, like they said, you're just a middleman for the Colombians selling coke. Because cocaine was like, that was the drug of the 80s and 90s, and it's obviously still being sold, but it's But we finally kind of get some more stuff on Gus, and he's sort of closer to Hector than.
But Jesus, that tracking thing and all that.
Yeah, Hank is on the case,
and now, like they've said, he's basically going rogue, so you can kind of take him out without.
Because that was the big thing with last season when he had the cousins go after Hank, is like because someone tried to kill a DEA agent, that's what caused the big the big hubbub and got Bolsa killed, and there was a big storm of activity. And like Walt said, if he disappears, that's going to raise some eyebrows.
Yeah, true.
But like Mike was saying how it's like if we just sort of play things careful, but we can't deal with the Mexicans and him at the same time.
No.
So yeah, it's kind of interesting.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just like I just love that whole sequence. Like Walt is like it's like, oh, where are we going? And then they're at the restaurant, he's kind of panicking, and then we see Mike slowly just pull up, and he's like looking at him with the paper. He's like,
oh God, and he was trying to show him.
He's like, I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, things are definitely coming to a head here, and season 4 I think might be arguably my favorite season of the whole show. Just like there's a lot of good stuff we've seen, and a lot of good stuff to come, and it's just like with like the the cartel, and it's also interesting how from like because Walt is the main character, Gus is the primary villain or antagonist, but Gus is getting his own whole like arc and his whole motivation and things.
True.
It's just kind of neat seeing him sort of like trying to get back at Hector every little way he can. Because like we said, like on this when we first met him, when Tuco kidnapped Walt and Jesse, it's like, oh, he's just this old man in a wheelchair, and like vegetable and everything, and you would think he's always just harmless, whatever. But then when we learn more about him, and what a monster he was.
But I'm wondering, why is he here, like in a nursing home or whatever, and not back with
in Mexico,
the Don and all that? If he's there. Unless he had a falling out with them, but then the brothers were. Yeah,
because when we first met him, Tuco was like taking care of him.
Oh yeah.
Then after he died, he's in in this home.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe just this is part of like his retirement, because like when they were talking with Gus last season, like the cousins came to get him, and Bolsa, they were all like still like chummy with him.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of like. Neat to get like more glimpse into the cartel politics, because up until now with like the guy who came to talk to Gus last episode, we've been wondering who's calling the shots, and who can go up against Gus.
Yes,
the good old Steven.
Somebody's sending all these people to do stuff. And,
good old Stephen Bauer. So thank you so much for joining us, guys. A lot of great stuff to come, I'm sure. You're excited as much as I am. So if you want to watch the full length of our reaction, I'll put a link down to our Patreon below. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And that's all we have for you today. So we'll see you later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.